Okay, this is Mike Ursitti with RKU Distributing. Today is Thursday. It's the 26th of October 2022. We're here at Gator Tail in Lowerville, Louisiana. We're going to do a walkthrough on this boat. This is for the California Department of Fish and Wildlife. It's for the Nutria program. This is called boat number 1. So we've got a 17-foot boat that's actually with what's commonly referred to as a mud motor. Here it is right here. So it's a shallow water boat. And so I'm here with Mike Broussard, and we're gonna kind of go through front to back. I'm gonna ask him a few questions to make sure that we've got everything on here, and then just some tips on how to operate the boat. So we're at 16. We have a 17-foot boat, 60-inch hull. It's a 2022 and flat bottom with a pointed bow. It's got auto. Does it have auto bilge?
Yes.
And does it have LED lights?
Yes.
Nav lights. Fuel tank. Let's talk about that fuel tank for a minute. Where's that fuel tank at? It's right in here. Okay, and then how much fuel does that hold?
It'll be about 11 gallons.
So it's a 13-gallon tank, and then it's kind of like got the slant because it's going up inside there, so you get about 11 usable gallons right there. Okay, so what are those over there?
The anchor spud poles.
Okay, so those spud poles, where do they go?
You have one here. You have a hole here.
Okay.
You can also use both of them in the back. Here.
You can use both in the back?
And here.
Yep.
One in the front, one in the back, or both in the back.
Okay, got it. Just to anchor yourself in place.
Yep.
When you're wanting to stop. Okay, so we have 2 seats. Grab bar right here. And that's actually adjustable height-wise and swivels and goes up and down. So that's a pretty good set.
You want to push this right here.
Okay. Let's see, that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, if you don't,
so that, yeah.
If you don't, you get break it.
Okay, got it.
And this tightens the seat and turn it.
Okay, got it.
It's adjustable.
Yep, let's leave that all the way down. I'm gonna hold
Okay.
it then.
You know, haul and just turn it backwards.
Okay. So that's a transport mode right there.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and same thing with this one, identical. It's got that seat lock on the back. Don't forget to push that in when you want to. Go ahead and push that in and show that, demo that. Push that in and then pull the seat up. Otherwise you'll snap that. It's kind of locked in place. So let's turn that and lower it, and we'll be good to go on this, or at least lower it to some degree, as much as we can. That's good. That's plenty good. Okay. All right, so now we have a compartment here. What's inside here?
These are the pods. The pod.
Okay.
This is your starboard pod. You have a deck rope that comes with the boat.
Okay.
Keys
and
information on the bilge.
All right.
Some different steering
Yep.
items.
Okay.
These are extra fuses.
Alrighty.
I could show you where these go.
Okay, go ahead.
If you go to crank your motor,
Yeah.
and it's not turning at all,
Yeah.
cranking at all, check this fuse here first. That's
Okay,
gonna be,
so check that fuse first if it's no crank start.
right. No, if it's not turning over
Yep.
at all or anything.
Okay, got it.
That's that tan one.
Okay, that's a tan one.
Yeah,
All right.
And if it's turning over but not starting,
Yes.
it's going to be one of these, the blue or the yellow.
Okay.
And you're going to pull this front cover off. It's a number 3 Phillips head.
Yeah.
You'll see this boot right here.
Okay,
Right
I see
there.
it. Yep, I see it.
It's going to be one of those fuses. It's going to be either the drain fuse or the fuel pump fuse.
Perfect. Okay. All right. So we want to put all that in a Ziploc. I'm going to haul that myself, and that way nothing happens to it. I'll make sure that all that, in fact, we can leave that out. When I hook up, I'll put all that away safely. So let's go to this console I want to talk about when you get an opportunity here.
You also have a pod on the port side.
Okay. What's inside there right now?
Nothing.
Let's just open that. Okay. Pretty good storage though. Actually goes way up in there. I don't know if you can see that on tape, but it goes way up in there. Okay. Then, okay, so then we've got, under here, what do we got?
This is your battery switch.
Okay.
You're gonna wanna turn this off whenever you're not running the boat. Make sure you turn that off.
Okay.
Because your pad right here for your yak pack,
Yeah.
it searches for a signal the whole time and it's gonna kill your battery.
Okay. got
So
it.
just make sure it's off, and then
So when
as
you're
you're
operating
running,
the boat, turn it on and
turn
then
it on, yes.
turn it off as soon as you're done
Yep.
for the day.
right.
Okay.
Then under here you have some more fuses inside.
Okay.
You have one for the automatic bilge.
Yeah.
The automatic bilge will go on by itself.
Right.
But if it's not, just check the fuse.
Does that go on with the battery switch, or do you have to turn that on? Is that separate switch?
When the battery switch is on, you can use manual,
Yeah.
and the battery switch is off. It is connected hot, so it'll still operate
Got it.
while the switch is off.
Okay. Okay. So and then is that where the battery is?
Right here.
Yeah, that's inside that case. Got it. I want to make sure we get that cap.
You also have the brain for the yak pack.
Yep.
If this pad ever goes out, you can operate the button from the pad.
Okay.
It's also Bluetooth, so you can pull up the yak pack power, and it shows everything. It explains everything about the
Okay.
system.
So now when you want to start this boat, do you have to
Oh,
let me get a better way to put that. Let me get a better way to set that up. I want to see on this side. I want to get a little better look at this.
I can show you how to do the yak pack.
Yeah.
These first. This is your manual bilge.
Okay. Upper left.
If you hook up swamp lights, we normally use this one.
Yeah.
But the nav, you
Yep.
hit nav once, your anchor, and your forward nav light goes on.
Okay. That's
Hit
yep.
it once more, your nav goes off and your anchor stays on.
Okay.
One more time for off.
Got it.
And all these are extra if you want to add
Switches,
anything
yeah.
to the system.
Okay. So
We
that
also
that
have-
is definitely how to power that lights and
Extra plugs.
okay.
For we have extra plugs hanging off of the brain also.
All right.
You don't have to use a plug. If you do, just cut the plugs off and hook them direct. If you
Sure.
want to.
Sure. Gotcha.
Put a little bit of electrical grease inside them if you do use them.
Okay.
Make sure you keep slacking them so they don't pull apart.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Now.
If you turn it off, just hit it again.
Okay. You don't have to hold that down. You just hit regular switch and that's it.
To turn it on, you hold down.
Hold it down. Got it. It's pretty sunny out here right now.
I can hear the bilge.
I can
pump.
hear it. Yeah. I can definitely hear it.
Now it's just one hit.
Yeah.
Nav.
Got it. Okay.
And yet, your battery switch is on. You're gonna hear the fuel pump kick on. Hold on. Make sure you have this in.
Does that have a clip to the operator?
Yes.
Okay.
You have to have that on.
Yeah.
It's right here.
Yeah.
This right here, that's gonna be forward, neutral, reverse.
Right.
And if you want to just rev up the motor, pushing the button right here,
Sure.
and it won't engage. It'll
Right.
just rev.
Yep.
To start it, keep it in neutral. That's forward. could also kill it like this, but I'm gonna start. Every now and then it's good to check that to make sure it kills.
Right.
And you trim. Trim right here.
Okay, let me get it. That's a good idea right there. Okay. Now transporting it.
Okay, transport it. This is for, you want to take this off when you're going into the water.
Yeah.
This is just for transporting.
Yep.
You can also the motor up. If you need to take anything out of your prop, you can do that also.
Can you transport it like that right there?
No. Well, I mean, no, I wouldn't, no. It's good to transport it with that bracket so it doesn't kick up on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can tip that back up, clean out your prop, hold it up.
And then just put it back down.
Yep. And so then let's go over this bracket. So this is transport only.
Put it like that.
Okay.
Trim down.
Got it. That tightens everything up.
You don't want to go too far, but just enough to where just turn your steering wheel just a little bit. If the motor moves at all, just go down a little bit more.
Got it. Got it. Okay. What do we have here?
Drain plug.
That's the plug right there. There it is.
It's on a cable,
Okay.
so you don't lose it.
Okay. So that actually goes from the inside. That drain plug goes from the inside. That's a pretty handy tip.
Yeah.
You'll know it if you don't.
Yeah.
Right away.
And that's your bilge, discharge. Bilge water discharge.
Got it. Okay.
And if you want to take your anchor light off,
Then do you have a spot to store that?
you can store it in the front. If
Sure.
you want, if you like.
Okay.
If y'all do travel with this down, you can keep it up. Doesn't matter. When you put it down, don't put it on anything because in case it loosens, it's gonna rattle.
Yeah.
I see people do it this way, or you can like this,
Yeah.
and then down, and it keeps from bouncing.
Right.
I see a lot of people do this.
Yeah, I may take that all the way off
Yeah.
just to transport it. And I want to try to make sure this boat's pretty clean and lean on the way out of here. So I'm going to look on, I know that we talked about this already. There's a pretty extensive break-in procedure, and I'll send that link as well to make sure that everybody has that and varies the speed and doesn't run that at full throttle all the whole way right out of the gate. Puts some hours on it and then change oil, and then it's starting to get broken in. But there's a definite procedure, and we're going to go over that in a different video. So we have anything else? What do we have here? We have, I think, 13-inch tires and no brakes, galvanized trailer, and then it's got one of these. So if you're coming with a pickup, it's got one of these. Make sure that you bring a 7-way that converts to a 4 or 5-way. Make sure that you do that, or I may just leave the one I have on there for you. So, okay, I think that'll do it. Okay. I want to thank Mike and the folks at Gator Tail. And if there's any questions, you can call me at Mike or City RKU Distributing, 530-510-3797. Thank you. He's going to talk about a couple of codes on the engine.
Yeah, general maintenance on the engine, and we can kind of go through that. But there'll be some documents and paperwork with the engine and motor to reference. But this little sticker RF code is very important. At any point, scan it with your phone. It's just like anything you've seen before, and it brings up all the tips, the tricks, the maintenance, the website, parts, videos, so anything related to the motor and even the boat. It's kind of a quick reference guide. Oh man, how much oil? It tells you all right there on that sticker. Really, really handy. There's also updates that will be happening. So real time, if we need to do a service update or a new thing update, it goes to that code, and then that way everybody's getting the latest information on any updates.
Yep. All right. Well, that's really good. Is there any kind of break-in that they need to know about?
There is no per se break-in. The most important thing is changing the oil in the filter at 15 hours.
Okay, 15.
So I'm just going to say it on the video, but there is some documentation that it's written down. 15 hours on the first service, after that every 50. What I like to tell the guys is run it, change it at 15 hours, change it when your tachometer hour meter reaches 50. Now we have an even number, 50, 100, 150, 200. Makes it real easy to remember of where you're at on that cycle.
Yep, got it. Okay, and then that's a transport bar, and I think everything else is pretty much done. I think this boat's pretty stripped for hauling. Yeah. So, Bubba, there's one other thing here. We want to capture that right there. That's my serial number. So that there, you want to keep track of that. You should actually take pictures of that and put that in the vehicle file. So, thank you, Bubba, and we'll go on to the next boat here in a few weeks.